Hello. I had some experience of being laid off. It was absolutely not a good experience when you heard the news. But from long-term perspective, I really appreciate that experience. It forced me to go out of my comfort zone and be confident about my next journey. It also helped me to find out what I love to do. During COVID-19, a lot of people will be impacted on their career. So I made this video to help to provide some tips and also hope it will be helpful for those people to move on. Let's check them out. Number 1, find out what the problem is. When you heard the news, don't panic. Just take a step back and find out what's the problem of the business. Is it just about financial, or is it the structure need to be changed, or is it a business strategy update? What's the problem that the business has, and what's your position according to the challenge? Try to put yourself in the employer's shoes to find out the problem. When you clarify the problem, you can focus on the solution or the proposal in the next stage. Number 2, think about the possible solutions. Usually, when you heard the redundancy proposal, employees have opportunities to give feedback before the redundancy decision is made. So use the feedback opportunity wisely to win back. You can suggest to get paid less or cut off work hours, or considering some options such as furlough if you are happy to. So this is about to cut the cost. But more importantly, you can offer some solutions or opportunities to help the company create value, or just to show them that you are irreplaceable to provide value for the company. If your proposal can help employers cut the cost or keep the bottom line, or to create more value, you have a good chance to secure your job. Let's take an example. You can suggest that the company can assign you all the customer support related job, so that the company doesn't need to spend extra money to pay an outsourced team to do that. In that scenario, you can help the company save some cost and also provide value. Number 3, get what you can get from your current spot. If you find the chances you can secure your job is quite small, just focus on get the most from what you can get before you leave. Check the redundancy policies on your contract and be ready to do some negotiation. Also, be bold to ask. Sometimes you probably cannot ask for more money, but you can ask for some benefit rather than the pay. For example, if you need a computer to do job research or prepare your next job interview, but you don't have a personal one, maybe you can ask the company if you can keep the computer for a couple of more weeks. And personally, I would like to focus on the non-money benefits and support you can get. Things such as endorsement, recommendation from your colleagues, feedback about your strengths and weakness from the people you are working on, and also career advices from your boss or other senior managers. So things like that are quite important, and also things like reference is critical for your next job, especially from the senior managers. You can also ask your team or boss about the key achievements during your work period, because things like that will be definitely asked in your next job interview. So be sure to ask some critical numbers from your team, from your boss before you leave, such as NPS score, daily active users, revenue, profit growth, things like that. Just check some numbers. Number 4, goodbye. Many people don't know how to say goodbye when they leave the company they worked for years. And people don't remember the days exactly when you work with them, but many people, including you, will definitely remember the last day you work at the company. So if the decision was made, don't complain at your last day. Just be nice and say a proper goodbye to everyone. That's the memory you and your colleague will remember, and they will appreciate that. Also, you can try to write a short and sweet email goodbye, or send a short message will be good. And it will be the best time to ask for a recommendation. On your last day, also do some house cleaning, which I mean just copy some necessary files for your next job interview, but be sure don't break the confidential rules. Last step, prepare your next journey. Now you already said goodbye to everyone, and there will be a gap between this job and your next journey. So it is the perfect time to review and check what you've learned and what you've achieved during this period. Write case study or review as soon as possible, because after a few weeks or months, you won't remember the details, believe me. Also, you can check the key achievements and think about the perfect way to show that achievements to your next potential employer. And last but most importantly, just let it go. And it's time to move on to your next journey, and it will be much more exciting than your current one. Right, these are all the tips I have for you if you get laid off or get redundant recently. Hope it will be helpful. And if you like this, why don't you just subscribe my YouTube channel? Hit the subscribe button below, and I can see you in the next video. I'm Bear. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.